Hi, second graders. It's Mrs. Green. I'm going to go ahead and be your guest reader today. I'm going to share a book with you that I actually learned from a second grader last year. It's called The Long Blue Blazer, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. The Long Blue Blazer by Janine Willis, illustrated by Susan Varley. Once there was a boy in my class who wore a long blue blazer. He had short arms and short legs and big feet that stuck out from under his long blue blazer. He arrived one winter day. He wandered into the classroom, dusted with snow, and shook hands with the teacher. She said, "You must be Wilson, the new boy." The teacher told him to hang up his things. He took off his cap and his scarf and his mittens, but he wouldn't take off his long blue blazer. The teacher asked him to, but he said he was cold, so she let him keep it on. Later, we did some painting. We all had to put plastic aprons on, but Wilson wore his apron over his long blue blazer. I painted my mother wearing a pink flowery dress, and Mary painted her mother wearing green striped pants. But Wilson, he painted his mother in a long blue blazer. He ate his school lunch in his long blue blazer. He did his math in his long blue blazer. He went to gym class in his long blue blazer. The teacher asked him to take it off, but he said his mother would be angry if he did, so she let him keep it on. When it came time to go home, my mother came to get me, but nobody came for Wilson. He stood alone in his long blue blazer, staring at the sky. The teacher asked him why his mother hadn't come to pick him up. He said she had a very long way to come. Wilson walked slowly through the school gates, his long blue blazer dragging in the snow. The teacher spoke to my mother, and she told me to run after Wilson and invite him to come home with us. That seemed to make him happy. But a little while later, when my mother asked him to take off his blue blazer, he looked as if he was about to cry. So she let him keep it on. She gave him some dinner and sat him on her lap, and he put his arms around her and started to cry. He said he was tired. Mom carried Wilson up to my bedroom and sat him on a chair while she got him some pajamas. When she came back, he climbed up into the top bunk in his long blue blazer, and he pulled the blankets around him. I slept in the bottom bunk. Later that night, a loud humming noise woke me up. I saw green and yellow flashing lights outside, and there, standing on the windowsill, was Wilson. Suddenly, what do you think's going to happen? He jumped! The last I ever saw of him was his long blue tail. I like that book because it has a little bit of a surprise ending that you might not expect. So that was your read aloud for today, The Long Blue Blazer.